one line on here that I've sat down with several people, and I say, well, why did you call me? And they said, well, this right here. I'll not ask you to sign any papers on our first visit. And I say, well, there's a reason for that. I said, in fact, I had a listing appointment last night in Midtown. I said, there's two things happening here. You're interviewing me, and I'm interviewing you. I may not want to take your listing. If you're unreasonable or you're not realistic, and unfortunately, about 2/3 of the people I sit down with, I cannot do business with. So that's why even if you said, yeah, Richard, this is great, let's get started, I may not want to work with you. So there's an important lesson here. You need to learn to say no. You only have so much time of hours and energy, and there's a lot of things that across your path, transactions, people, and some of them you just have to shut them away. You just can't help everybody as much as we want to. So anyway, back to running the store, and you saw a quart of apple juice, 100% apple juice for 99 cents. Is that a good deal? Is that a good deal? Does anybody know? Who does the shopping? Compared to what? Well, 100% pure apple juice for 99 cents a quart. Is it a good deal at 99 cents or $2.99 or whatever? So people in this room that know that shop for groceries. They buy apple juice. They're familiar with what apple juice costs. All right, so let's take that mindset and move it over to houses. How do you learn what houses are worth? Well, it's a little more complicated because we can take a 1,000 square foot house, 3 bedroom, 1 bath, brick exterior. If it's in Germantown, it might be worth $100 a square foot. If it's in a war zone, it might be worth $10 a square foot. Exact same piece of property. So you have to learn locations. There's one speaker that I learned through that had what he called the 100 house rule. You need to look at 100 houses. Just like going into the grocery store 100 times. You kind of learn what everything costs. The easiest way to look at houses is go to open houses on Sunday. They're in the paper, they're free, you don't have to make an appointment. And we would try to, sometimes they're not advertised to the price. That means they're really, really high. But you can get some decorating ideas. But also in an open house, or even if you make an appointment to see a house, most people, why aren't y'all writing? I'm on idea number 12, and y'all haven't even written anything down yet. 115. I was so happy, I almost didn't want to respond to her. I was afraid she could tell in my voice. Ann and I could have paid up to $125, and it would have still worked as a rental property. It's just like I won $10,000. I said, well, I'll check with my wife. I think that'll work. Wait, she's in the other room. I didn't want to have to call her back. And I said, well, 115 works. Yes, you know. And I said, okay, fine, we'll do it. So we bought the house for 115. It's rented now. Somebody can stand on their front porch and watch their child walk to Riverdale School. Riverdale School is one of the few schools in Shelby County that goes K through 8. Very desirable school. The people side of it, and with the agents too, I had to calm down that agent. And see, when you do emails, we don't have that relationship anymore. You can't even these. A lot of our stuff is through REOs, but you really need to go by the agent's office. Talk to them in person. We do many transactions and never even see the other agent. It's just an interesting situation. So we make one offer a week, 52 a year. Get turned down about 49 times, and another couple miss out on inspections or financing or whatever. Pam and I have moved 3 times in the last 3 years, and unfortunately, we're getting ready to do it again. We made a real low offer on a house. Guy was IRS over $500,000, $546,000, because I talked to the title company today. We offered him $225. He took it. Are you ready? 6-car garage. Moving up. Smaller house, bigger garage.
The guy's dream.
Yeah. So you just don't know. One of the basic cookie cutters, let me share this with you, is to buy a house to live in. And here's why. On most of these REOs, especially HUD houses, for the first 10 days are only available for owner occupants. You have to say you're going to live there. And you really do need to live there. for 12 months. If you don't, it's a felony, and this is the federal government, and they will nail you. They got enough crooks to fill everything, but we make good PR because we're investors, so you really need to live there. Secondly, you get a better interest rate as a owner occupant, at least 1 point, if not 2 points, lower than an investor loan. Now I wouldn't move to make 5,000 because it's just way too much aggravation, but I'd move to make 25,000 or 50,000. Now, usually the limitation is your spouse or partner, because specifically women, this is just my perception, most women don't want to move. It's like asking them to tear off their arms or something, because they've got the house decorated, it's actually a part of them. Fortunately, unfortunately, I married a lady now that doesn't mind moving, but now I'm getting where I mind moving. My office is in my home, all my files, we still got stuff I can't find from our last move, and it's very disruptive to your lifestyle to move every 12 months. But it can be very profitable. The houses we bought, we moved 3 times. We've stayed in Germantown all 3 times, making low offers. We keep them as rentals. I don't think now's the time to sell for maximum retail. It's just my perception.
Have you been in the other house a year?
Your partner, your family. Because you just don't want to do a lot of effort. You need to have some, so there's not a lot of different ways to measure those monetary goals, social goals. You kind of set yourself up. We may go, I got 26 houses, we may go a year and not have a single vacancy. And then boom, we had 4 at one time. Now the problem with big nice houses is we got big nice payments. A lot of them are over $1,000 a month. So it gets pretty intense in our house. Money keeps going out. So we like to go to movies, and Pam and I made a deal. We would not see any movies while we had a house for rent. No movies. So it makes us think what we got to do. I make a deal with myself when I have a house for rent. I have it open every Sunday. Every Sunday I have an open house, which means it's like going to prison for however many weeks it takes to make this house go away. Now sometimes when I'm over there I can do work, sometimes I can make lists, sometimes you usually catch neighbors. You usually put an ad in the paper, but I catch as many people from the signs as I do from the ad. Just put an open house and fill up your yard chair. I used to take the Sunday paper, now I can't even read it because people keep walking in and wanting to talk, which that's a good problem. So set some financial goals because they let you do other things, movies. Set the goal of taking the cruise. Can't do it this year, do it the next year or the next year. You always need to have things on your calendar to look forward to, not just pay bills and doctor's appointments and stuff.